Have you ever stopped to really think about how you eat? Not just what you eat, but when you eat. In recent years, intermittent fasting has become a huge trend. People talk about it everywhere on social media, in articles, in conversations with friends. Some call it a life-changing practice, a way to feel lighter, more energetic, or more in control of their lives. Others try it and feel it's just not for them. But the question we're asking today is simple, yet complicated. Is intermittent fasting really good for everyone? Can it fit into anyone's life, or is it something that works for some people and not others? In this video, we're going to explore that question slowly. We're going to think about the experience of fasting, the feelings it can create, the challenges people face, and the subtle ways it interacts with daily life. This isn't about science or numbers, it's about experience, reflection, and understanding yourself better. So take a moment, sit comfortably, maybe sip some water, and let's talk about intermittent fasting, not as a trend or a diet, but as an experience that many people explore in different ways, at different times in their lives.
Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern, not a traditional diet. There are no strict rules about what to eat. There are no forbidden foods or rigid meal plans. The main idea is simple: eat at certain times and don't eat at others. Imagine your day divided into two parts, a time when you eat and a time when you don't. Some people fast for long periods, others for shorter stretches. Some eat in the morning, others in the evening. Some adjust the hours every day, while others stick to a routine. The pattern can feel simple at first, but it can also be surprisingly complex. Why complex? Because every body is different. Every routine, every lifestyle, every emotional connection to food plays a role. For some, fasting feels freeing, like a lightness of mind and body. For others, it feels restrictive, like constantly thinking about food or watching the clock tick by. And both of these reactions are normal. Intermittent fasting is not about perfection, it's about exploration, learning, and noticing how your body and mind respond. Fasting is more than skipping meals, it's an experience, a journey through your own rhythms. Some mornings, fasting feels easy. The hours pass quickly, and you feel light and alert. You might notice that your mind is clearer, that your thoughts flow differently, that you feel a strange kind of calm. Other times, fasting is challenging. Your stomach growls. You notice every smell of food, every passing advertisement for a meal. Your mind keeps drifting to thoughts of snacks or coffee or something to chew. You might feel restless, impatient, or even frustrated. And that's part of the experience. Fasting is not just about the body, it's about awareness. It's about noticing how hunger feels, how energy rises and falls, how mood shifts throughout the day. Some people find this awareness empowering. Others find it uncomfortable. And that's okay, there is no right or wrong way to experience fasting. You may also notice subtle changes in your day-to-day life. Morning routines, exercise, social interactions, even your work or studies can feel different when your body is in a fasted state. Some people report feeling focused, others tired. Some feel patient and calm, others irritable. Every experience is unique, and every day may feel different. This is why fasting is as much a mental and emotional journey as it is a physical one. For some people, intermittent fasting fits perfectly into their lives. They enjoy the structure it brings. They feel a sense of control and freedom at the same time. By planning their eating windows, they feel organized and more intentional about their meals. For these people, fasting becomes a lifestyle, something that blends naturally into daily routines. It can feel empowering to listen to your body, to recognize when you are hungry and when you are full. There's a rhythm to it, a pattern that can bring comfort, predictability, and even a sense of calm. And yet, even for these people, it is not always easy. There are days when hunger strikes unexpectedly. There are social events, family meals, or sudden changes in schedule that make fasting tricky. There are moments of doubt, wondering if this pattern is really worth the effort. But they learn to adapt, to find balance, and to integrate fasting into their lives in ways that feel manageable. Intermittent fasting is not for everyone. Some people find it difficult, uncomfortable, or even stressful. People with health conditions, people going through life changes, or people with strong emotional connections to food need to be cautious. Even healthy adults can face challenges. Fasting can bring fatigue, distraction, or irritability. Social situations can be complicated when mealtimes don't match your schedule. Emotional patterns around food may emerge more strongly, and all of these experiences are normal. It's important to listen to your body, to notice what feels right and what doesn't. Fasting is not a test of willpower or discipline. It's an experiment, a personal choice, a way of exploring how your body and mind respond to changes in routine. If you decide to try intermittent fasting, the best approach is slow and gentle. Start with a short fasting window and gradually extend it. Notice how your body feels, how your energy changes, and how your mood shifts. Drink plenty of water, tea, or coffee without sugar. Plan your meals to be nourishing, and avoid pressure to be perfect. The first days may feel strange, even uncomfortable, but with patience and awareness, you may begin to notice small changes, subtle differences in energy, in focus, in your awareness of hunger and fullness. Or you may realize that fasting isn't your preferred path, and that's completely valid. Remember, fasting is a tool, not a rule. It's a way to explore your body, your mind, and your lifestyle. Flexibility, self-compassion, and observation are the keys to making it work or deciding it's not for you. So, is intermittent fasting good for everyone? The answer is not simple. For some, it brings clarity, structure, and empowerment. For others, it is uncomfortable, stressful, or unnecessary. The most important thing is to understand yourself, to notice how your body reacts, to choose routines that support your life rather than restrict it. Intermittent fasting can be a journey, a reflection, and a personal experiment. It can teach patience, awareness, and self-compassion. At the end of the day, what matters most is listening to your own body, respecting your own needs, and making choices that feel right for you. Intermittent fasting is one option among many, and it may or may not fit into your life. The choice is yours, and the experience is personal. So here we are, at the end of our journey through intermittent fasting. We've talked about the patterns, the experiences, the feelings, and the challenges. We've explored how it can fit into some people's lives and why it might not fit into others. Remember, fasting is not a test. It's not about perfection, discipline, or comparison. It's about awareness, reflection, and understanding your own body. It's about noticing what works for you, what feels good, and what doesn't. Some days will feel easy, others will feel challenging. Some moments will bring clarity, others may bring frustration. And all of these experiences are part of the journey. The key is to be patient with yourself, to listen, to observe, and to act with kindness toward your own body and mind. Take this time to reflect, not just on fasting, but on your own habits, routines, and choices. How do you feel? What feels right for you? What gives you energy, calm, and focus? And remember, the answer may change over time. Your needs today may be different from your needs tomorrow, and that's perfectly okay. Thank you for staying with us, for listening, and for taking this moment to reflect. If this video gave you insight, comfort, or curiosity, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your experience with intermittent fasting? How does it feel in your life, in your own body, and in your own mind? Take care of yourself, be patient with your journey, and remember, listening to your body is always the first step toward balance and well-being.